First opened back in 2012. We're live inside the cavernous Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Miami Marlins. Stay tuned for Marlins baseball next. Number 43, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Yeah, Matt, he's going to look to be a little bit better in this one. You could say scattering hits. Allowed 9 hits in his last start. His stuff is much better than that, and he certainly isn't going to be able to give up 9 hits in this one if his team expects to win.
Here's Starling Marte. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The center fielder, Starling Marte.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the first pitch is taken for ball 1 as we're underway tonight in South Florida. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. Still shirt sleeve weather tonight. 78 degrees here at game time. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, he knows it. But this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
Josh Bell the next to hit, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup has just gone cold. It happens from time to time, but somebody's going to have to create a spark. Hopefully it's with the first 2 guys in the batting order.
At the plate, Corey Dickerson, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. But gloved by the third baseman for the out. Here's Gregory Polanco. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. In his career, Polanco brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. Marte on second. Frazier at first. 2 out in the inning. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Pirates strand a couple, and now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. Jordan Lyles gets the start for Pittsburgh in this one. Dan Klezak, what do you got?
Kind of a strange outing in his last one, Matt. He was able to pitch into the 6th inning, wasn't able to complete the inning. They kind of got away from him in the 6th. It'll be interesting, Matt, to see how he bounces back in this one.
Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, I really like the way Neil Walker is playing right now. He's been on a nice stretch. How about an on-base percentage of over 500 in his last 10 games? That's right, 500 in his last 10 games. That's pretty special, and he's doing a lot to make this lineup click right now.
Nope. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
And I'm pretty sure he thought that was a strike. He's thinking, what do I have to do? Put a bow on it? Walk it down and put it in the catcher's glove by myself? I think it got called a little outside, so he has to put it behind him now.
Here's Neil Walker, lifetime versus Jordan Lyles. He's gone 3 for 11. He also has 1 home run. So far this season, Walker brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
The 2-1 home. Ground ball right side. And Walker will reach. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
I think the whole ballpark knew he was going to go with the sinker right there to induce the double play. The only problem is he can't guarantee it's going to be hit right at one of his infielders. Tough luck.
Standing in now, Derek Dietrich. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The numbers coming in, 278 the average, 8 home runs, and 17 RBIs. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Relay to Bell, the double play, and that's how the inning ends. Second inning coming up here in South Florida with no score. So coming to the plate, Colin Moran, and he's someone they're going to have to watch out for. You can see he's been a tough out over the last couple of series. First delivery to him on the way. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
High in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Another 0-2 home. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Lined hard toward right center. Brinson is there, and he has it for the first out.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Coming to the plate now, Paul Tucker. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. 0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. A breaking ball that time that he slaps the other way out into left center, and it falls for a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Ball one to start the at-bat. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A bouncer up the middle. Castro has it. There's one. Relay to Dietrich, and they turn the double play. That's how the inning comes to a close. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Now in the box, Matt Kemp. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A ball and no strikes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
3-0 to him now. Shoots this one over to first. And that's going to be a base hit for Kemp.
Yeah, he's going to have to work that sinker down in the zone. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's going to leave that belt high, that's going to spell disaster.
In now, number 63. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. And that's the first out.
The right fielder.
So coming to the plate, Brian Anderson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Kemp leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work. And next to the plate will be J.T. Little. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. No swing on the knuckle curve, even at 1-1.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
3-1 to the Marlins middle infielder.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
The 3-1 pitch. A strike 2 swinging.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. Another full count offering on its way. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
From the stretch. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1.
You could tell he had made up his mind in the batter's box that he was taking that one with him. Great execution of a changeup. Kind of spoiled his plan right there.
Trying to bunt here, but this winds up hitting him. And they're going to say that he went after it. A strange strike, too. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 9.
Now at the plate, Lewis Brinson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
It's moments like this as a pitcher when you feel the whole world is against you. You're already in hot water with the bases loaded, so it doesn't make life any easier when you're not getting calls that you think you should.
1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. 1-1. Here it is. And there's a base hit on the line. 1 run scores. And he's in safely to third as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
The batter, number 13.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Here's Starlin Castro as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. That misses. 2-0.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there.
Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases.
They say when it rains, it pours, and it's pouring out there right now. Drives in 2 more with that shot, making it 4 runs in the inning. This inning is starting to get away from him.
Stepping in now, Neil Walker. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Marlins on top, 4-0. Stepping into the box, Jordan Lyles. 9-1-2 due up.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And there's out number 1.
The center fielder, number 6.
Stepping into the box, Starling Marte. He drew a walk his first time up. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. A 1-1 count to the Pirates leadoff hitter.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point right now.
2-2. And a 3-2 full count to Starling Marte. Adam Frazier will be next. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box now, Adam Frazier, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. They're down 4-0. Digging in, Derek Dietrich. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. More trouble waiting on deck in the person of Matt Kemp. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
The batter.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And stepping forth is the left fielder, Matt Kemp. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
Now
standing in, number 63. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit down the line at first. But this is foul for the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. Hit back up the middle. Frazier ranging up the middle. Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired. So ready for another chance. Josh Bell as we begin the top of the 4th.
The first baseman.
And a strike called at the knees. 0-1.
Bell.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
And he fouls this one off. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kemp giving chase, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say this qualifies. He gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap and picks up the leadoff double.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Bell stands at second with no outs. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The runner from second scores as they inch a bit closer.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit. Lacing a double of his own could be a big inning if this continues.
To third, taken by Walker. And there's one down now. Good time now to check out the Marlins Road to the Show report as you see a couple of players in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes.
That's the human element of the game right there. Umpires are going to miss a couple calls. It's the pitcher's ability to stay composed and grind that's going to make him successful today.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Brinson is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Ready now. Paul Tucker, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Tucker.
Fouled away. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Down and away, ball 1.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me?
And he drops it. He's in at second safely as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game.
Catcher, Francisco.
Runner at second now as a result of the error. And next to hit is the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Counts even at 1-1 to Cervelli.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. Tucker isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. And he's safe at the plate. And the deficit is down to only 1 now.
Now batting.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, Dero. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Striding into the box, Brian Anderson. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Left side. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play. Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so no surprise here that they're giving it another look, and they may decide to challenge the call on the field.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout, but here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
Into the box, J.T. Riddle. As he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Bit of an ill-advised swing that time as that ball got in on him. Runs coming fast and furious here. 4-3 our score as we play the 4th. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Weak grounder back to the mound. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The batter, number 43.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, number 43, comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Lyles is ready. Here's the first pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
And another foul ball. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Starling Marte. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line, but speared on a hop. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now
Up next for the Buccos, Adam Frazier. A hit in 2 tries so far. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Hard hit at third. Fielded cleanly by Walker. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, the first base.
Ready for another shot now. Josh Bell. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at bat with another big hit right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman.
1-1.
It's 2 balls and a strike to Josh Bell. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now. Corey Dickerson would be next. Into the corner and slicing foul.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
On to Dietrich at first, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. Still down a run. It's 4-3. So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, the Miami area native, Lewis Brinson.
Lewis Brinson.
Oh, that's a foul ball.
The windup and the 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Brinson is retired, and there's one away.
Number 13, second baseman.
Ready once again, Starlin Castro. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. Too much diff on the sinker, laid off for a ball. We're in the 5th inning of a 4-3 ball game here. And this catches the outside corner, strike 1.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
2-1 the count. Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Swinging a soft liner, and Castro's got himself a base hit.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder up, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And this one will bounce into the wall. Castro blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 2.
Well, when you leave a pitch that high in the zone like that, you have to expect bad things to happen. So instead of a double play ball, he gives up a shot to the outfield, and that brings the runner all the way around from first to score.
In now, Derek Dietrich, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Walker, the runner at second with 1 away. A ball and a strike.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
The 1-1 home.
Nope.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
All even now, 2-2. 5 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. Sinker, 3-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. So here's Matt Kemp now. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like he got fooled a little bit out front, ended up popping out. Expect him to be a little bit more leery of the breaking pitch this AB.
Looking at his lifetime numbers, Kemp is slugging north of 480, which puts him among some of the best power hitters in the game in that category. Popped him up. Frazier is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Corey Dickerson. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Arlene Garcia takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And Dickerson behind 0-2 now. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Good pitch there on 0-2. Breaking ball out of the zone away. Might set up another breaking ball to see if he'll chase this one a little bit farther off the plate.
Fouled off.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
The 1-2. Now a swing and a bouncing ball for Castro at second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting. Right
into the box, Gregory Polanco. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now the 0-1. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
Stepping in now, Colin Moran, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. No hits to this point. And it's 2-0 now to Colin Moran.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last two pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. And this one bounds around against the wall. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup, but he stays in there, keeps that front shoulder closed, and just rips the pitch for a two-bagger. Nice job of defying the odds there.
Standing in now, Paul Tucker, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Now here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting into shallow right field. And Castro will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out. So striding forward now, number 63. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball one. Swung on and missed on a pitch at the thumbs. A ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Looped under that one with that swing, which tells me he was probably anticipating it being a sinker.
Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. Full count now, 3-2. Brian Anderson will be next. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to strike the bottom of the 6th.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
Both teams with 6 hits so far. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
And he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
Struck him out. Stepping up to the plate, JT Riddle.
Shortstop, JT Riddle.
Here's the first pitch to him. Looked like the sinker there, dipped a little below the knees. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
3-0 now.
No strike.
Three and one.
Down to 3-1.
Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Kim will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. Now the 0-1. Line drive to center field. Marte is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Tyler Kinley is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 39, Tyler.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a layoff fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. 2 balls and a strike.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. And now it looks like we'll have a pinch hitter here as Melky Cabrera has grabbed a bat and begun to loosen in the on-deck circle. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The average down at an even 220, 6 home runs and 15 RBIs.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Ready with another 2-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. It bangs against the giant cement pole and gone.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Line drive to left. And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, the second baseman.
Stepping in, Adam Frazier. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the 2-out hit keeps the inning hot and brings in Josh Bell.
Hey, guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Into the box now, Josh Bell, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far, and it's fouled away. Frazier leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Skied into straightaway right. Anderson is there, and the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Austin Bryce gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Lewis Brinson. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1. Counts even at 1-1 to Lewis Brinson.
1 ball, 1 strike.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Frazier retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for round number 1.
The batter, number 13.
Stepping up
Second
now,
baseman,
Starlin Castro. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. He's set, and the pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Dickerson's there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, third
Digging
baseman.
in the switch hitter, Neil Walker. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Counts even at 1-1 to Walker.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Miami down. Digging in now, Corey Dickerson. He'll start us off in the 8th. Tyler Lyons has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Now pitching for the Marlins, number 70.
First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2. And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one as that's the first out of the inning. And in a 5-4 game, let's give you a look at the starter comparison to see how these 2 guys stack up against one another. So digging in now, Gregory Polanco. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Brinson. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out. So 2 gone here in the Pittsburgh 8th. And that'll bring up Colin Moran. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Two out, nobody on. Right side. Castro's got it. On to Dietrich at first, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. Still down a run. It's 5-4. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Derek Dietrich. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Count now, a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Ready on 1-2. And he fouls this one off.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hit on the ground to short. Tucker is there. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
Now batting, left field.
Up next for Miami, Matt Kemp. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. This is line to left. Dickerson is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. And there are 2 gone now.
Number 63.
Now at the plate, number 63. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Here's the first pitch to him. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. 5 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. high fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is under this one, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3. Standing in, Cole Tucker. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Cole Tucker.
A.J. Ramos comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 44, A.J. Ramos.
Garrett Cooper is into the ball game now as he'll take over out in left field.
Number 26, Garrett.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Grounded to first. Dietrich takes it in, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, catcher Francisco.
Now at the plate, Francisco Cervelli. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Number 10 will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 10.
Drew Steckenrider answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. Fouled away. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Now a swing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
The center fielder at the 6.
Settling in now, Starling Marte. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. This one's blooped out toward right center field. And nobody can get there in time. Base hit. He's safe at the plate. And that ties the ball game in the top of the ninth.
You know, Dero, there are some guys that shy away from hitting when it really counts. Top of the ninth, and this guy comes through to tie this thing up.
Yeah, he was able to slow the moment down right there. Get this back to square. There's still a bottom of the ninth looming. Let's see if they can tack on a few more.
Here's the first pitch. Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high. For his career in this matchup, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Slapped hard the opposite way. Cooper is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Nick Birdie enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings. Now here's the pitch. Check swing called strike, 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And it's 1-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Now batting, JT Riddle. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. That's lifted the other way out to left. Dickerson is there, and he'll bring this one in. Rosell Herrera will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Hitting for the Marlins. Number 5, Rosell Herrera.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. The windup and the 0-2. This is flared out towards second, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2-out base knock to put the winning run on base. Let's see if someone can catch a gap and end this thing.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. That's popped up. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And they will not get him at third. He's in there with 2 away as the winning run.
The batter.
Wow, he must be living right because he gets absolutely jammed. Thought we were going to see the bat splintered, but instead he muscles the ball to right for a double. Might get some heckles from his teammates, but no doubt he'll take it.
And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone.
Now batting, third baseman.
So digging in with a chance to win it here, Neil Walker, as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and 2 away. Here's the first pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. The 0-1 behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. He pulls this one into right. Polanco is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out it. Marlins leave all 3. Our score holds at 5 apiece. Adam Conley takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 61.
Josh Bell will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0.
Time to focus.
Play ball. Let's play ball.
And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final.